You said you don't even know if she's a human being. You said she was wicked, calling Casia vile.
I think that day I even told her that she...
Your voice is usually louder than this.
I didn't know I gave her one to share with Shaun. I wasn't happy that it involved Shaun.
Handi! Tjay! Shaun!
Man, that's what's in my heart, man. I had a gut feeling.
We operate in real time.
Week 8 live eviction show started on a very high note with Handi leaving the show. Guys, Wanni x Handi's fans, come on now. I know you people want to concentrate on Wanni, but 3%. Anyways, moving on, that left Wanni really heartbroken. Ebuka asked Kellyrae about an allegation Wanni made regarding pool party meat. That's the, he's the chief griller, the person in charge of grilling meat every pool party. That Wanni complained, not to his face though, on how he ends up giving her just one meat to share with Shaun, while the rest of the housemates get 2 meats. And Kellyrae said, honestly, the last time he remembers, he gave Wanni 2 meats. And Ebuka coming back to Wanni said, well, that he gave her 1 meat to share with Shaun, and then when he was done sharing, he came and gave her remaining 1. So that means she got 1.5 meats a bit, since she shared 1 with Shaun now. That wasn't all for Kellyrae. Ebuka also asked Kellyrae about how he felt with his ex-duo, that's Casia, getting a strike. And Kellyrae said honestly it wasn't a good feeling for him, being that he already told Casia after the whole pair dissolution that moving on they have to be very careful, and being that Big Brother also mentioned about not being lenient with them any longer. It was all part of the thing he discussed with Casia, only for that conversation to happen, while he also told Casia to be careful with her words and conversation. So, and in all of this, he wasn't even happy that Shaun got to partake in it, being that Shaun didn't even contribute to the conversation. But then he told Casia to go and apologize to Shaun too. Up next, we have Handi on stage for her final interview, and she said she had a feeling she'll be leaving today. That during her diary session today, Big Brother asked a certain question that just gave her that gut feeling that maybe she will be leaving today. Handi said although he thought that she will be leaving the love of her life, Wanni, in the house, but then 2 weeks from now, they operate in real life. And they honestly actually loved the energy Handi bowed out with. The whole coming to the exit door saying, oh, we operate in real life. I love that. Energy queen indeed. Now, Ebuka asked Handi about our failed project, that is Operation Get Casia triggered through getting Kellyrae, and she said honestly with her, Casia regards her as a friend. So no matter whatever move she wants to make with Kellyrae, that Casia will still see that, oh, is it not Handi? There is nothing there. And I'm like, are you sure? So you didn't think about it before getting our hopes high in the diary room. Anyways, what's next for Handi? More DJ work, more Wanni x Handi. I also love the fact that even while on that stage, she was still selling their brand, which is Wanni x Handi. She said, more money, more energy queens to the world. That is Wanni x Handi to the world. Now, crossing over back to the house, and Ebuka asked Onyeka about what she said regarding Casia. That after she had had a conversation with Handi about the whole assumption of Casia having a child, she was mistaking Casia for Ruti having a child, Casia having a child, that why did she, after that conversation, went into the restroom and started ranting, calling Casia vile, wicked, that you don't even know if she's a human being. And Onyeka said that this reaction was as a result of how she was already feeling with what the parrot said and the role Casia played in it, and now again having to go tell Handi, have another conversation with Handi, that it just got her messed up. And Ebuka now said, but in this situation, it was your fault because you were the one who made the mistake. Well, Onyeka said she just felt Casia was pouring more fuel to an existing fire, going to tell Handi and Wanni what she said. Well, Ebuka pointed out to Onyeka, telling Onyeka that your intention and how she received it are two different things, and she said honestly they are two different things. After that, then came Tjay's eviction. Like, guys, were we surprised? Are you surprised? Like, a lot of people predicted that Tjay would be leaving. Well, coming on stage, Ebuka asked Tjay if going into the house he saw himself getting to those very points, week 8. I said honestly he never saw that coming. You know, he went into the house, saw so many strong contenders, strong characters, but he guessed he did well for him to be in the house up until the stage. And then Ebuka now asked him, you know, you had babies, and how come at some point, not at any point did you, wanted to maybe take voluntary exit? You were just focused in the game. And he said, just like Tofa would say, team locked in, that prior to coming here, his wife gave him all the support to go into the house, do his thing. He shouldn't worry that she would take care of things. So now in the house, he was just focused, knowing that he has full support from his partner. He also used that opportunity to give a shout out to every woman holding it down for their husband, everybody holding it down for their partner, making sure that they get their goal. Now, what's next for Tjay? Tjay said he will be doing medicine part-time, he will be practicing part-time. He will be shuffling Lagos and UK, Nigeria and UK rather. That's a big boy move, that he wants to go into acting, entertainment, and that mask they did during their innovation week wager presentation, that he will be bringing something like that into real life. There is more for him to do. Well, good luck to Tjay and all his career goals. And just when we thought we were done for the night, came the third eviction. Shan got evicted. See, I don't know, but Wanni is not going to have a good night. I know at some point she's going to pick herself up, but it's not going to be easy for her tonight, watching your sister leave and then your boo. Like, they rendered you sisterless and also rendered you boo-less. Well, Shaun came on stage and said that he had that gut feeling. Shaun, I don't believe you. Honestly, I don't believe this one at all. You didn't see anything coming. Were you not the one last night that was counting your top 5? You don't even remember to count the babe you came in with, Victoria. And here you're telling us, I had that gut feeling. My dear, you had nothing. Because if you had that gut feeling, you won't be wearing that sunshade you were putting on, because you were just holding yourself from, crying out. Well, back to Shaun. So Shaun said he'd had that feeling in his heart that it'd been a rough week for him. He felt frustrated at some point. He was a bit aggressive. So he just knew, And here he is. He's happy. 8 weeks in the house is a blessing. And Ebuka asked him, so can you tell Wanni and Handi apart? Can you tell who is who? And he said, yes, he can. Ebuka then asked him how. He said, by looking into their eyes. It's easy to date twins, so imagine that you have to look into their eyes to know who is who. Hey, wahala for who they date identical twins, my dear. It's not easy, it isn't easy. Well, what's next for Shaun? Shaun said entertainment, acting, modeling, everything. And Ebuka then asked, and for Wanni? He said Wanni is his girl, and once she's out, they will take it up from here. Tjay, Wanni. Well, while at the same time I was feeling pity for Wanni, having watched the sister and the boo leave. At the same time, being that the show wasn't over at this point, I was also trying to imagine what would be going on in Victoria's mind, being that her duo just got evicted. This kind of thing, you just be wondering, is it that our pair? And being that this girl have always perceived Shaun as the strongest duo, as the stronger duo, you all can remember now when Shaun was telling her, don't worry, I will help you, I will do this. And here she is still in the house, and your other duo is out, the one you perceive to be the person that will be bringing vote for the Shatoria pair. Well, if only she knows. Well, Ebuka crossed back and assured the rest of the housemates that they are safe for the week, and also told them, while feeling down that someone left, just know that it's 2 weeks left for the game to come to an end. So you should be focused on winning the prize money. Anybody you're missing, 2 weeks later, you will still go and see that person. Anyways, Let's look at how the viewers voted. So Handi actually leaving first was the production team trying to get everyone popped in because almost that eviction shake everywhere. Nobody saw it coming. Don't even say you saw that coming. Nobody saw that coming. Nobody predicted Handi leaving. You know, for Tjay, yes, but Handi, even I personally, I never saw that coming. Like Handi. I know that the Wanni X Handy's fans already said, oh, they'll be focusing on Wanni, you know. But seeing Handi leave today, well, looking at how the viewers voted, we have Tjay at 1.04%. I guess his fans just wanted him to go and see his twins. And then Wanni with 3.09% of all votes casted. I don't have words for Wanni X Handy people. Una for just try small now. See last week that Casia and Ebuka was up. Casia didn't even appear in lists. We didn't see like Casia when the votes were released. Casia's name wasn't there. It was even Suj that appeared as next to go if another eviction happened. Una for just try, you know, maybe motivate till maybe next week. Well, we then have Shaun at 8%, 8.94%. Like the margin between Shaun and Handi is wide. That's 5% plus. Well, anyways, we go again, Abby. Next week, tomorrow will actually be a hot one. I can't wait to see how the HOH game will go because anyone that wins that, that means the person have secured a seat to the final, automatic. And we don't know what Big Brother will be introducing, if there will be semi-immunity. If, you know, we've seen season where someone wins and you take one other person to join you to the finale, but we don't know how it will go this season. But fingers crossed. And no matter what happens next week, remember to vote for your favor. Remember to pop in that vote. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And did you see that coming? Did you see Shaun leaving this week? Did you see Handi leaving this week? Handi's own self shocked me. For Tjay, no, I wasn't. Honestly, no bad feeling, but I wasn't shocked seeing Tjay leave. But Handi's own in particular. But well, let me read your comments and opinion. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We go again. Week 9 loading. And you have a good night's rest. Bye.
Queens to the world, and we're going high.